Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Tom Davis, and I'm gonna teach you how to go from this to this in one session. So obviously the reactivities.
Yeah, he's really anxious and he's on Prozac, and that has helped with his like general anxiety, but the really big stressors still sets him off. It's okay, buddy.
Here, do you want to bring him this section?
It's okay.
Follow me.
Come on. Okay, come on.
Try to make him a little bit more relaxed.
It's not usually this bad, to be honest. I think this is particularly stressful.
Do you want to just try to stand up and then put him next to you? You can hang out right there, Melissa. Just kind of like pull him back just a little bit.
It's okay. No, it's okay.
Okay, there.
Because of when we got him, the only training we could do was ourselves because nothing was open. We got him right at the beginning of the pandemic.
Okay.
And so he hasn't had any classroom training pretty much at all.
Perfect.
Look at me.
I'm gonna have you put this slip on, put it right behind his ears.
Yep.
You're gonna hang on to your leash.
Yep.
Ready to give me the green leash.
Yep.
And then just hang out right there. So a lot of this is honestly just like a fearful thing, right?
Yep.
Typically when you get a dog that says, alert, 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 get out of here, camera, person, guy, hat, who are you, where are we, blah, 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 it goes on. What typically helps with that is just correcting the behavior right there, telling him to leave it, and then giving him an opportunity to soak up the environment. So we're correcting the behavior because what ends up happening is he goes alert mode, right? And he goes crazy, and then you disrupt it, say, hey, knock it off. He goes, and you'll see he'll go, what? And then the person that he's reacting to is still standing there, and he makes a good decision, and then you verbally give him positive reinforcement.
Sure.
Tail tucked, just nervous. Basically what he's doing when he comes in is he's alert barking. The tone of the voice is very like, what do I do?
Yeah.
It's not like, "Roof,
Right.
roof," right? He's not like, you better not. He's basically like, I don't know what to do. And then his nose or his head is like stemmed forward, and he's basically going, like this. I always try to like debunk some of the things that you guys may have already Googled or you look through. There's two big myths to reactive dogs predicated from fear. One of them is, well, you just spend time desensitizing the people that they're afraid of and you work around them. Some people do that for months. I've had clients do it for years with other trainers, and it doesn't help the dog get any bigger or better, because essentially what it does is if you're afraid of a roller coaster and you just walk around the roller coaster the whole time, it's not gonna help you. It's like, I'm still afraid of it. I haven't faced my fear, if you will. The other thing is correcting the dog as they're fearful or reactive towards a person will associate that correction with that person and make it worse. If you think about the principles of that and how that actually plays out, if you have a dog that is saying like reactive to me, and then I come over and correct the dog like I did, I said, hey, stop. He's spending more time with me not reactive than he is. So it has nothing to do with me. It's an isolated behavior that was corrected one time, done. When he is reactive, you guys have to correct the behavior. So even, Abby, why don't you just come a little closer? Good job, Gio. It's okay. So he's getting into fight or flight. So I'm not gonna sit here and say, hey, deal with it. If he wants to back up, Abby, just get a little closer. Hey, leave it, leave it. So just a little bit of pressure. Good job, Gio. So that's fair. Him going, that's different from going, let me come over there and, punch you in your face.
Right.
That's what he was doing before. So we have to have empathy. We have to have fairness to
Okay.
him wailing and going, I got no way out. I'm stuck on a leash with a guy I don't know with a shield in front of him. And this person with the camera's getting closer and he's going, So we're not gonna say, hey, don't ever do that, because growling is very natural.
Right.
Reacting and barking fearfully to a person that he's never met, I don't want to say it's not natural, but it's something that you have to discourage and teach him not to do. I'm going to have you grab the leash, and I just want to see the difference here. So you're going to take him, and then I'm just going to walk away. Now, if he barks or reacts, I want you to just say, leave it, and then just pop that slip leash.
Okay. Come on.
Good. And then stop. Good, right there. Good.
Good boy.
Job. Now, yep, good. That's where you want him. So when you walk up to somebody or you're walking out in public, there should be no questions about who is actually handling this situation. So when you're walking with him, this is what everybody likes to do, and you guys will do it all weekend because everyone does it, is they typically will like do this and they'll say, okay, you're gonna react. I don't want to say it's 50%, but I'd say like 30% of a dog reacting is they're looking at you like, do you know what to do or no? And then if you're like, well, I don't know what to do, do you? And you're looking at each other, who's driving the ship here? Like imagine if I'm a teacher, right? I'm not in the dog business, I'm in the people business. He's done, we're done with that. It's more about you guys sustainably doing it outside. But imagine if I was just like, hey guys, so what would you like to work on today? Like, you know, you have to be very like, all right, this is what we're doing. Here's what I want you guys to do. Let's do this. So a good teacher is always not gonna be what people dominate. It has nothing to do with dominance. It's such a BS word. It's thrown around way too much. Confidence, leadership, guidance. So there's gonna be a little bit of dog training, but it's also gonna be majority human training, of course, as you know. What's the point of me?
Expected.
Exactly. Yeah. What's the point of me saying like, look what I can do? Like, yeah, no shit, that's my job.
Right.
Right, been doing it for a while.
He has to do it for us.
Exactly. Because if you guys leave and you can't do it, so there's always like dog trainers big. Dogs by X, not dogs by Tom, it's humans by Tom. All right, you guys, if you like this video and any of the other videos that you see here on YouTube, then you're gonna love the No Bad Dog Members Club. The link is in the description below. You guys are gonna get the full version of what you're seeing here on YouTube, sometimes over an hour long, as well as all the uncut stuff we don't put on here and all the things in between, the seminars, the travel. Click the link below, it's $19.99 for the whole month, and you guys can learn a lot more about what you're seeing here in the videos.
When we're out on walks, we see a dog walking, we'll step off the trail, we'll put him into a sit, into a down, into a whatever, give him something to do. And with people, we can usually do that. If we see it coming, we can get him to do something, he'll stay through the sit or stay through the down while they're walking by. With dogs, he just won't, or with animals in general, he won't. You were saying something in one of the videos we saw about if his heel is good enough, he'll walk right by, you know, the car on fire. If his sit is good enough, he'll sit when you walk away and another dog comes up and sniffs him or something. And that's what we're not probably at.
Right.
Yet.
Right. So as everyone's like,
leave it.
Little pressure. Good. Good. So see that? Good. That was perfect. So Abby moved just a little bit and he's like, and then you said, leave it, corrected him. He looked at you like he saw God. He's like, what the, really? I always give the point of view of the dog is he's kind of like when you correct him, it's almost in a sense where he's like, what did I do? Sorry, was that bad? Like, and you've been thinking this whole time, like, yeah, that's been bad since it's been bad, right? But you just haven't had anything to enforce it.
Right.
So now that you got that slip collar that gives you the control and it's not choking him out, it's on his muscles, it's not on his throat, it's not ruining his trachea, it's not pulling through it. You just really quick, it's like a flick, like that. And he's like, oh, my bad. You want your dog to behave without teaching him manners.
Sure.
So you want your dog to go out and I always ask this to my online clients, I kind of set them up, right? I'm like, what do you want your dog to do? And they're like, they never thought about it, right? They're like, well, I want him to just not bark at people. I'm like, okay, so when you're out and you're walking with your dog and you don't want him to bark at people, what are they supposed to be doing then? Like just floating through the air like a bird? Like, it's like, no. And then I go, well, do you want him to heel? You want him to walk nicely? You want him to sit on command? But that's where people kind of miss the mark is they just want to turn off. They're like, all right, I want to turn off barking. Let me go in here and turn barking off. What else? Okay, jumping, yep, we got that. Okay, all done. Like there's certain things that you have to do to get to that point. Compared to
leave it.
Leave it. There, good, perfect. Perfect, good. Now just.
Good, leave it.
Good, yep. Now
Good
just
boy.
walk them forward.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's go. Come on.
And then just turn and go, just go the other way towards the TV maybe.
Let's go. Come on.
So see that fear he has to that individual, right? So he's like, I don't know about that. So walk back. But remember what we talked about. Look up, right?
Yep.
Give him, if he looks up at you and you're looking at him, he's like, I'll take the wheel. His go-to before was react, bark, lunge. Now we're taking that away and say, hey man, you can't do that anymore. So now he's like a sponge. What do I do? That's when the heel and the place and the leave it and all that comes in. If you guys find this video helpful, do me a solid favor, like this video, leave a comment in the comments below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on all your notifications, and follow me on Instagram. The links are in the description below or right here on the screen. But heel is essentially your dog walking at your heels in motion. Everybody has their own heel command. Mine is just very simple. Hey, stay at my heels. Don't pull me. We're gonna be consistent on what side the dog is on. So right now, all I want you to do is just hang out.
Yep.
If he barks, same thing. Leave it, little correction. Now relax your arm though, don't set him up, right? Because there's another dog out. So he's wagging his tail and he's like, hey, what's that? What you don't want to do is go, yeah, hey, what's that?
Yeah, right.
You're relaxed.
Yep.
Right? The more relaxed you are, the more relaxed he's gonna be.
I'm not supposed to be looking at him, right? Because I'm leading. So am I supposed to know he's going just by the leash pressure? I feel it coming
It's
forward.
like fishing.
Okay.
Right? You throw a bobber out there, you're not looking at your bait the whole time like, hey, what's going on, right?
Yeah.
You're just gonna feel what's going on.
Okay.
So go ahead and heel, just turn right into him and go that way. Heel.
Okay. Geo, heel.
Good, nice. Slow down a little bit, look up. There you go. Turn into him. The slower you go, the better your heel's gonna be, okay? Very nice, just tune him up, just like that. He's gonna fall right into place. When he gets there, tell him good heel.
Good heel.
There you go.
Good heel.
Turn into him again. Good, slow down, look up. I told you you're gonna do it a lot.
Yep.
And then stop and we'll ask him to sit.
Geo, sit.
Perfect.
Good sit, good
Very,
boy.
very, very, very nice. That was absolutely perfect. This is the hard part. The reactivity is the easy part.
Right.
Me training you how to become it's like Jimmy Page giving you a guitar, or Jimi Hendrix saying, hey, do it. It's like, how, right?
Right.
The leash is here. Like if I took that dog and I took that leash and I put it on that dog, it's gonna work completely different. So this is what I'm gonna be focusing on for the next, the sessions that we have throughout the weekend.
He obviously doesn't know heel yet, right? We're gonna work on that. So how often should we be saying heel when we're walking around with him? We say it at the beginning, and I know obviously when he's trained, we should just say it the once and he stays in it till we tell him to do something else, but he's not there yet. So how often do we say it?
For me, when I'm training a brand new dog and a brand new behavior, and they're trying to figure out one word, they're not figuring out a sentence. Red is red, blue is blue, green is green. What is it? Heel is heel. So what I typically do is I say the dog's name and I say heel and I move forward. Now, if they're doing well, I'm gonna say good as keep it up, you're doing great. And then the behavior that they're doing good at. Heel, good heel. Good heel. Nice, good heel. Good, if it's a brand new dog. I'm letting them know. Good, okay, the dog knows the way that your voice inflection, I could say orange heel, her tail's wagging, right? She's like, oh, this is good, right? I'm doing something good, yes. So when you're doing all of this, I typically will say the dog's name and I'll ask them to do a behavior. It's neutral. Can you do this? Good, that. And as they develop and they start to capture the behavior, so we call it, as dog training nerds, they go, this, you keep saying, and then most importantly, when they give you pressure and they pull, you heel, bang, bang. And then when they get into the position, good that.
Got it.
So you'll do 10 seconds, 1, 2, 3. Wow, this is really great. This is really, okay, break, boom. 25 seconds, break.
Yep.
And over time, the dog's gonna be like, oh, this whole heel thing is, they're conditioned animals, right? Chip bag opens, they don't know what a chip bag is until you give them a chip.
Right.
Get your leash, they don't know what a leash is until you bring them on a walk.
Right.
They hear these things, they smell these things, they see these things, they go, I know what that means.
Yeah.
So your job is to say, this is what heel means.
Yeah.
A little bit of leash pressure, a little bit of positive reinforcement, yes, no, red light, green light, and then they go, I think this is what, yep, good. Hey you guys, we're doing a giveaway on the Tom Davis Dogtra 280C on this video. All you have to do to enter to win is subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification, like this video, and leave a comment down below to enter to win. I'm just gonna work in this little area right here. You guys can hang tight right there.
Okay.
And we're gonna do the same thing we did in the parking lot. And when you guys are changing directions, try not to round anything off. Just almost 90 or 180 it, just cut and go. Because what you're doing is you're going, I'm going here, are you paying attention? You're trying to gauge, are you with me or are you off in La La Land? He's gotta follow me. Heel, a little bit of pressure if he doesn't, and then watch how nicely he'll tune up. Heel, he's gonna start saying, oh, this heel thing, right? Heel, heel. Yes, good job. See how he's looking? So you can use your back pressure. Nice job, buddy. Heel. Inside turn, outside turn. Oh, fancy, good man. Slowing down, see how engaged he is? So this is helping with his overall, he's just gonna be a happier dog. The reason why he's so reactive and stressed before is because he's like, what do I do? What do I do? And so you're seeing that what do I do-ness, if you will, on the leash, bouncing back and forth. And now what I'm doing is I'm like, hey, we're good.
What's the difference between when you're giving a correction versus just saying leash pressure, right? So when you say
direction versus correction.
Yeah.
So right now I'm doing more of a correction because I think he can take it. He's not a dog like, so a dog that I wouldn't give if I turn and I do this, Geo, heel, pop. Good heel, buddy. Nice job. Heel. Good. Now watch. Heel. Learned behavior. 100%. Boom. That correction taught him that when I say heel and I change my direction, he's got to go to me. So then we can have the keyboard warriors out and they say, well, the dog's only paying attention to you because you're correcting him if they don't. It's like, that's how we live our lives. It's like we're only going the speed limit because we don't want to get pulled over, right? We're not drinking 100 beers because we don't want to have a hangover. We're not eating 1,000 cheeseburgers because we don't want to get sick. There's so many things that we do throughout our life that have basically a checks and balances, a profit and loss, an ROI. If we do this, what happens? If we don't, what happens? Now with dogs, I can't sit him down and have a conversation and say, hey, Geo, you use leash pressure. Imagine sitting down with a horse and being like, all right, Mr. Horse, when you turn that way and I actually go this way, that's a problem and we can't do that anymore. You have to say, hey, get over here, let's go. And they're like, oh, me? Okay. That's what I'm doing with him. So absolutely, he's complying and he's listening and he's paying attention because I'm saying, hey, pay attention. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yep.
Geo, heel. Yes, good boy. See how I waited. I'm like, hey, you gonna figure it out? And he's like, yeah, okay, cool, great, good job. So that would be the difference between direction and correction. In that situation, I'm not looking for perfection, I'm just looking for some progress. So when I turn and I say heel and he doesn't, I may give him, hey, you're almost there, and then he commits. So this is a dog came in with severe leash reactivity to me specifically, not just strangers. And after a little bit of direction, consequence, and accountability, we're moving really nicely. Nice engagement. Nice job. Stop and go. That was beautiful.
Good heel.
That was really
good
nice.
Boy.
Really nice. Here's the application outside. So again, this is something I was doing yesterday in Texas, is when you're walking and you're doing this heel, the dogs get in tunnel vision because they've been on the same walk, on the same road, in the same neighborhood. So they're like, yep, we're gonna go over to the tree, we're gonna come back. Whether it's a mile, 2 miles, half a mile, whatever, they know the drill. What you have to do is do what we did here. So say you go out, think more of the duration of how long you're out instead of the distance that you're going. So if you have an hour in the morning to walk them or half an hour in the morning, half an hour at night, go out and do what I'm doing. So you come out like this and you turn and you turn and you constantly are changing directions. So again, I tell my clients, like when you're out, stop. Because a lot of times they're like in tunnel vision because they're on their walk. So you're not gonna get the same amount of engagement here, right? So this is maybe the practice field and you may be very comfortable here, you know, nobody's watching, there's nobody out, there's no dogs, you feel good here, you can do all sorts of crazy and then when you get outside, it's like, it's a whole different ball game. You walk out, the dog may go, whoosh, forget it, bang. What are you doing? Heel is heel, no matter where we're at. So remember, come out, change directions. Go out, change directions.
Should we try it, so we have like a fenced in yard, should we try it in the yard as a step before we try it like out on a walk or out at a something? Yeah.
Always start micro.
Okay.
We've finally learned how to do directional change healing. Let's go to the busiest park in the neighborhood.
Sure.
And then you're not set up for that.
Yep.
So you have to incrementally get it.